Okay, and we're back, everyone. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. So this is an episode following directly the previous one, because I was too excited to get back in. So I don't know how well I'm going to be editing the previous one at this point in time, but I am pretty antsy at getting started in progress. Okay, I need to take a nap. Let's get the rain over with. Ah, beautiful sunrise. Screenshot that. Okay, so the goal I have for this episode, since we already got the PC, let's close that. Oh, that's cute. I didn't notice that. Spring Potato sitting on my shoulder on the inventory icon. That's great! Okay, so I want to get to the healing machine at some point, but something else I saw that interested me. Let me lower the volume a tiny bit. A bit more. Okay, so now that sounds only in the background, one thing that interested me is when I was looking through, originally when I was looking through the blue one, though I think it should be universal. Is it? No. Okay, so the blue one. This one, the store card. So 2 blue apricorns, iron, and 3 paper, which gets us to the department store. This, and then an iron, and then I did get sugarcane. I remember distinctly several times getting sugarcane. And here it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's take this smelted copper out. Put more things to smelt. Paper. Boom, boom, bada boom. The store card. Insert into overworld cartography table. I'll click. So I need the overworld one, which I think is just the basic one. So I'm gonna need 3 more pieces of that, and 4 of these. Then we make this. We don't make a crafting table. I am a dum-dum. We are using... No. We make paper. We put the 2 paper, and then we make a crafting table beneath it to get a cartography table. And then we stick the store card. Distortion and never Seno Hoenn. Okay. Is this any Pokeballs or just regular? Just vanilla. Because if it's just vanilla, that's annoying. 1, 2, 3, 3. So something like this. So it needs to be red. Okay. Well, we're gonna take our bones, and we're going to check if we have red apricorns. Because I don't remember getting any. Which means that might be a quest all its own. More sprouts means more things to just chuck in my backpack. Okay. What color was that? That's also pink. Okay. Let's see. I don't remember what colors I planted, and they're not all fully grown, so I can't check exactly. Okay, gonna do this, and which one of you is most grown? That one. Yes! And we get another apricorn sprout for it. Great. Nope, I need this. Put that in here. Put the copper in the middle. Get Pokeballs. Then make a upside down bowl with the wood, and then make a regular bowl with Pokeballs, and then a piece of paper and Kanto cartography table. Okay, and then I need an empty map. I did pick up an empty map at some point. I swear. Okay. So, empty map. Oh, what the hell? It has a processing bar? What is that? Is that a deck staff? Okay, so we found this. What is at Lumimon? What is this? This third slot right here. It doesn't seem to have any information for me, which is annoying. So I kind of want to know what that is. Oh, it's the Battle Seeker. Okay. This is within 10,000 blocks. Oh. Okay. It's annoying to get to, but it's possible. I'm gonna leave the regular cartography table in here as well. Not over my chest. Dang it. Here. Okay. And if I remember, yep, press P, get access to this. I'm gonna put Pidgey in my main slots. And then I'm going to go northwest. That seems to be the trend of this series. Just continue going northwest. Is there any point of interest? No. Okay. So I'll see you all when I get there. This is a noise we make when we transition. Okay, let's see if this works. Yes, we can get waystones. Yes, link cable. You can now avoid a trade evolution. Well, it'll be a point of interest if I catch it. I'm going to be using Sentret, so we do lower damage, and now it's guaranteed. Okay, so for the audience at home, we just got a Pichu. Yeah. It wouldn't feel right if we don't catch a Pichu. It's the mascot for a reason. But wait, there's more! Okay, so I'm going to try and catch a Munna. 35% bite. It's not dead, and that's a good 70%. Catch rate from the Rosate Ball. Rosate Ball. And we got it. Alright. I'll see you all next time we see something interesting. We'll get there eventually. Is that it? Or is this just a village? I suppose we'll see. And then I proceeded to loot and pillage the village and get distracted by many things that are not the department store for a, honestly, way too long amount of time. There's not much else to say here, so I'm just going to sing. Do 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 do. Okay, I think we're about done. Oh god, almost there. Okay, now we're done. Okay. So this map is slightly off, but it's fine. Oh. Okay. I was not expecting this. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. This is the part where I explain the speed up video. I went through the store, found everything I wanted, saw a lot of cool shit. That very cool, very great. Got an oval stone in a chest, gave it to Happini, evolved Happini, and then decided, hey, let's go to the gym so we can at least finish this section off with a bang. Went to the gym, got suffocated, got the waist down, went to the front, and then started, just tried the first round, move around some moves, and then went into combat. Leveled up C dot, and as you can see, I got my butt handed to me very handily, and I noticed that the level cap seemed to be higher than 15, which was what I believed it was, and then I started leveling up my Sprigatito so we could evolve. Here we go. See our first evolution. Origato. So syrup has evolved, and we have some smaller XP candies, which I will be using on Scorbunny, which just levels it up a tiny bit. Okay, and now we will be doing this over, but instead of having syrup up front, I'm going to swap C dot up front. Okay. So, the battle strategy here is, Geodude is relatively frail, and also the lowest level thing, I'm pretty sure. So, Absorb is going to hit not quite like a truck, but at least break sturdy, so Magical Leaf can come in and finish it later. If this doesn't manage, which it looks like it won't. Okay, C-Dot gets knocked out. We send in Syrup. We use Magical Leaf. Oh, okay. Onix straight out? Okay, so it outspeed. Since when is Onix supposed to be fast? Okay, we use Magical Leaf. It brings Onix down to 1. We use Quick Attack, and that takes Onix out. Great. Now we have Cranidos, which has Mold Breaker. I don't think I outspeed, so I'm going to swap into Chansey. Rock tomb. Right. I'm going to swap into timber, and I'm going to low kick. Okay, so that one did 48%. A second low kick. Oh, it's using a headbutt, not a takedown. Okay. And then we go back into syrup and use magical leaf, which takes out Cranidos and leaves one last Pokemon, Bonsly. Okay, so we win because Bonsly is frail. Apparently not frail enough. Okay, and now we win. Okay, and I shouldn't have brought Score Bunny. I wanted to do a number match, but well, they didn't come out, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Boulder badge, and on the ground is the Kanto badges list. TM for headbutt, and the boulder badge. I'm gonna put the boulder badge in here. Okay. I still don't know what my level cap is. Does it say in the... No, it doesn't. Okay, well, that's inconvenient, I suppose. We shall heal. I shall put Chansey. I'm keeping Scorpony. The Naked Mareep model. Okay. So we beat the first gym. Great. But now comes the effort of finding... Okay, I'm gonna keep this waystone here. Name it Brock's Gym. Do I want a Patrat? I have a Safari Ball. The Friend Ball. That one. It's level 4. Okay, yeah. After catching the Patrat, we headed back home to the base. Great base. Fantastic base. We need to expand it later. I decided that it's time we got at least started partially on the process of getting to that healing station that was the premise of today's episode. So I got distracted by other Pokemon, cleaned up my backpack a little bit so I could just pack everything up neatly, expanded our storage space a tiny bit. All great, all fantastic things. Got distracted by Tom Clancy's storage, Tom Simple Storage. Don't know how to use that mod. Crafted a bucket, went outside, got some water, and then started building a farm, which admittedly was a bit of a spacious one, as my past self will tell you. And then I planted some wheat seeds. Well, you'll see. Bye-bye. Is this farm space too big? Mayhaps. However, I don't know what I'm going to be growing yet, outside of like a few things. Namely, seeds for wheat I need for a few recipes, and this and this. We have one Vivichoke, but I do want more. So, we will start with 9 seeds. Revival herb. I don't know how to use that. Vivichoke. Okay. I can't do much else but wait at this point. So I started harvesting some apricorns, just generally waiting, doing anything and everything besides just sitting around and looking at a plant. I attempted to level up all my Pokemon since that's important, since I don't know what the level cap is supposed to be, so beating everything up and trying to level everything up is the just general game plan, a general good idea which we need to go through. So we're going to be seeing a Scorbunny evolution in a hot second, skipping right over to that. Come here. Second evolution. And now we got a Raboot. After the great and wonderful Raboot evolution, I went off exploring and beating up the local wildlife once more to strengthen my captured wildlife, so that I can go beat up people in tournament fights. That's what they are, right? I mean, we're technically in the wild, so semantics. So anyway, I went beat up a couple things, decided I need to catch a Magikarp for Gyarados reasons, and then went to the lake and proceeded to find no Magikarp for quite a while. And then opened the map, kept running around, and then saw a tower in the distance. I said I saw a tower in this. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. So we see the tower, and then a Magikarp. Convenient. Actually, I didn't plan that. Hello, Magikarp. You will be the first of many. Okay. And tackle. Good enough. So, we caught the Magikarp, obviously. Ignore the fact that the Pokeball I threw was blue and the one that caught it was a Premier Ball. It was super easy. So, I went up to the tower. Obviously, kind of need the tower for the Waystone and the loot up top, which is greatest loot, all the best loot. Got sidetracked a little bit, had to use some dirt to climb up, lost the door, got in, and then was climbing up the stairs, got the Waystone, failed to get the Waystone, mined a ladder to get the Waystone, got the Waystone, and then went up another set of ladders so I get to the chest. Get this and get this. Okay. Ooh, 2 rare candies. Great. 2 small candies. Fantastico. And I think that's enough? No, not yet. Fortune 3 stuck max, dusting down, expert belt, flying. So, after seeing that the items I got from the tower were not enough to level up Magikarp to 20 naturally, I decided to get off the tower and then go switch train Magikarp on anything that I was level enough to be able to relatively simply beat. So, we go through that, and then we beat up a Meowth at last, and then we get to evolve. Okay. And now we have the opportunity to evolve Magikarp after a fight with a Meowth. So, let's see it then. So we place Magikarp out. 1 candy, 2 candy. And that's our 3rd evolution. The atrocious Pokemon, Gyarados, who also has access to a lot of moves, for reasons I don't quite understand, but I am not above using them for my own advantage. And, yep, that's the thing. Okay, so double tap space, and yep, now we have freeform flight. Granted, this is headache inducing, but we can now fly, which means traversal is a bit faster than before. Okay. Great. And now let's make the pot. Okay, so one, we got the campfire pot. We're doing pink for our first one, because that's what we have the most of. Two, the campfire is a dynamic light, which on one hand makes sense, but on the other hand, this is the most inconvenient dynamic light you could ever get. The most inconvenient dynamic light you could ever carry. Up again, this time again because we're waiting around for a revival herb to grow. I just cleaned up my house a bit, gave some gimme ghoul coins to the gimme ghoul I have, slept, waited for the plant to grow. It didn't, shoots, reap, and wooloos, and just generally lollygagged around while waiting to either have a brain blast or to revival herb, whichever came first. Surprisingly, the brain blast came first, as we're about to see in, well, now. What if I make a composter? Is that a good idea? Composter, it's made of slabs. We take this, we place it next to our house, and we shove unwanted plant matter in here. Like, for example, 19 saplings. Two enough. Okay, got 2 revival herbs. Make a heal powder, add honey bottles. Pretty sure I picked up honey. Please tell me I did. Okay, I got 2. That's all I need. Okay, so we take these, turn them into heal powders, which cure status conditions. Put them in here next to that and make it brew. Which we get revives each. Then I need the extra vivid choke I got. Then we open the pot, put 2 revives and a vivid choke, and then we cook again. And now we have a max revive. Then we use this max revive with copper, iron, and redstone. After the great realization where I don't have redstone when I need redstone to make the healing station, that's the entire goal of what we've been doing today, I decided to go mining in a quick mining sesh where I mine copper, iron, and literally anything else I could get my grubby little hands on. Most importantly, redstone. Redstone. And then I went back to base. Well, first I mined a little bit more, but then I went back to base because I don't believe in off-camera mining. There we go. It was 2 copper, like 4 iron, max revive. 3 copper, 4 iron, healing station. Ah. Well, but that does mean I can start working on the other 2 things I have highlighted. Okay, so we've done the PC, we've made a healing machine, and we've made a campfire pot, even if it's not red. The pasture block and the hollow battle tower are my next focuses. The battle tower because I'm pretty sure it has some loot, some interesting stuff we can unlock from it. And now we can make healing machines and PCs relatively easily, considering we can now grow vivid chokes and healing. So that's great. Intimidate. Okay. Gyarados. Okay, so if you notice, Gyarados didn't spawn, and now it did. That's just a neat thing I've come to notice. I'm going to be Dragon Raging, and then Dragon Rage. Okay, Water Falling, which will get us the XP from that Mischief. Level up for Gyarados, bit of XP for Timber, all around good time. 3%. 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. And now no more charging time, I don't think. Okay, great. We now have a heal station. Great. See you all next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.